What if the last invention humans ever make is the one that makes us obsolete? Not a movie, not a thought experiment. A real possibility that the world's brightest minds are actively debating right now. Today, AI can write code, diagnose cancer, compose music, pass the bar exam, and hold conversations you can't distinguish from a real human. But those are party tricks compared to what's coming. What happens when AI stops being a tool and starts being a mind? Right now, every AI you've ever used is what scientists call narrow AI. It's extraordinary at one specific thing and completely useless outside of it. ChatGPT can write essays. AlphaFold solved one of biology's hardest problems. DeepMind's AI beat the world champion at chess, then at Go, then at video games humans had played for decades. Impressive. But take any of these AIs out of their lane and they collapse. Ask a chess AI to drive a car. Ask a language model to feel genuine empathy. They can't. Because they're tools, not minds. AGI is different. AGI, artificial general intelligence, is an AI that can do anything a human can do. Learn chess in an afternoon, switch to cooking, solve quantum physics, write poetry, have a conversation. And unlike humans, it wouldn't forget, wouldn't sleep, wouldn't die. No one has built AGI yet. But here's what should get your attention. Every major AI lab in the world, OpenAI, DeepMind, Anthropic, Meta, has stated that AGI is their explicit goal, not a side project, the mission. And the timelines? They're shrinking faster than anyone predicted. Here's where things get genuinely strange. In 1965, a mathematician named I.J. Good wrote something that most people ignored for decades. He said, once we build an AI that's slightly smarter than humans, something extraordinary happens. That AI could help us build a smarter one, which helps us build a smarter one, which builds one smarter still. Each iteration faster than the last, each generation more capable than anything before. He called it the intelligence explosion. Think about it this way. It took humans 200,000 years to go from stone tools to smartphones. Once AGI arrives, that same leap could happen in years, or months, or days. This runaway process is what Elon Musk, Stephen Hawking, and hundreds of AI researchers have called the most significant event in human history. Nick Bostrom, an Oxford philosopher, calls the tipping point the singularity, the moment after which human civilization, as we understand it, ends, and something new begins. But here's the question no one can answer. Would that something new be good or catastrophic? Let's say we build AGI tomorrow. What do we tell it to do? Sounds simple. Be helpful, don't harm anyone, do what we say. But here's the terrifying part. A super intelligent AI doesn't think like us. It optimizes. There's a famous thought experiment in AI safety called the paperclip maximizer. Imagine you give a super intelligent AI one goal: produce as many paperclips as possible. Seems harmless? But an AI pursuing that goal with unlimited intelligence might decide the most efficient path involves converting every available atom on Earth, including humans, into paperclips, not out of malice, not because it hates us, simply because we're made of atoms and atoms make good paperclips. This is the alignment problem, making sure an AI's goals actually match what humans want. And it's brutally hard because we can barely agree on what humans want ourselves. OpenAI, DeepMind, and Anthropic are spending billions on this exact challenge. They call it AI safety research. And the honest answer from inside these labs is we don't know if we can solve it in time. In time for what? Not in time before we accidentally build something we can no longer control. But here's what the pessimists miss. If we get alignment right, if we build AGI that actually works for us, the upside is beyond anything in human history. A friendly AGI could read every medical paper ever written, run millions of experiments simultaneously, and cure diseases that have killed billions of people. Not in decades, in years. Climate change? An AGI could design carbon capture systems, optimize every power grid on the planet, and engineer new materials that make fossil fuels irrelevant in an afternoon. Poverty? AGI-driven automation could produce goods so efficiently that scarcity, the force behind most of human suffering and conflict, becomes a historical curiosity. This is the vision that drives the optimists. Not a world where AI replaces humans, but a world where AI amplifies what humans can do beyond anything we can currently imagine. The question isn't whether AGI will change everything, it will. The question is, will we be ready? So here's where we stand right now. The most powerful technology in human history is being built in labs around the world by companies racing against each other, by governments that don't fully understand what they're regulating, and by researchers who are simultaneously thrilled and terrified by what they're creating. AGI might solve every problem humanity has ever faced, or it might be the last thing we ever build. What we know for certain, this is the defining question of our century. And it's no longer science fiction, it's a deadline. If this blew your mind, hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people. And subscribe, because next we're covering quantum computing, the technology that will crack every password on the planet within a decade. See you there.